Welcome to part 4 of Sagaia. Next up on the list of planets to bust, we got Earth. Or Terra. Or Gaia. Whatever you want to call the planet. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the name of this game, or at least the American version of the game's name, is starting to make a lot more sense. The Earth zones are super deadly. This is where the enemies start to become a bit more aggressive and bullets will flood the screen more often. It is chaotic, but this is also the part of the game where it gets interesting, as 2 of the 5 different zones on Earth will feature different bosses. The floating monoliths from the moon make a return here. They usually stay in one spot, but they're bullet sponges. And also those spread shot torpedoes make a return here too. Again, with those torpedoes, they explode into 4 bullets, but there will be a noticeable gap in between 2 of those bullets. You can just fly in between them and you should be okay. As for new enemy types, you got these green helicopter dudes that fly in sporadically from the edges of the screen, and possibly right into you, so you gotta be careful about that. No, I'm not playing Simon's Quest. Why are you referencing that game by doing this? Yeah, I have no idea how there's a secret air base in the middle of the ocean on Earth. I don't know, it's a video game. Or I should say it's Darius, because even video games follow some sort of logic. Here's another corridor level, and this one sucks. Not only are there missiles flying up at you from the floor, but you also got a mini boss here. And also the wall turrets are a bit more random in firing, so chances are you might actually get shot. Alright, here's the mini boss, a giant sea turtle. Taito! He just shoots a 5-way spread shot. The turtle's not bad, but I'm in a closed-off environment, and seeing as closed-off environments are usually instant death obstacles in space shooters, the turtle's a little bit harder in this situation. Again, just like with all other bosses in this game, the turtle will retreat after 30 to 40 seconds of appearing on screen and you not being able to kill it. So that's a plus right there. You don't have to worry about the boss reappearing. But the actual boss of this stage is a bit of a pain in the ass. We shall see it when we get to it. It's really tricky to deal with. I really like this stage's theme. It's probably one of the better songs in the game, and it's strange because it's a bit slower and more peaceful and melodic. And yeah, it definitely doesn't fit a shoot 'em up level, but it still works. I can't really say the same for the arcade version. That version sucks. And I may have said that a lot, but the arcade version of the soundtrack is really kind of meh. Anyway, you got this guy, Ladine, who is difficult. He has arms and you need to destroy those as soon as possible, because he will swing them at you and the hitboxes on the arms are way larger than they appear, so you may not be near them, but you'll still get hit if he swings his arms at you. He also got this attack where he just tries to close his shell right onto your ship, and that's an instant kill if you get caught in it. He also has these bead ball orb things that he just likes to shoot out, and they go in 8 different directions. They just kind of like retract back and then shoot back outwards. You're seeing it on screen right now. It's kind of a weird pattern. And obviously, the more you hit him, the faster he becomes until eventually his shell pops off, or I should say explode, because his shell is already popped off. And now for this form, he becomes a weird Krang monstrosity who shoots his arm out, or tentacle, whatever that thing is. He shoots the tentacle out, and it's easier to tell where the tentacle is going to go because he telegraphs it, but it's still got a really weird hitbox. And again, just like, yeah, I just lost my shield. Just like with the shell and the other arms, one hit kill. Kind of. I was super lucky when I got hit by that tentacle. Like, I thought I was gonna die, and maybe the shield gives you invincibility frames after it's destroyed, but I don't remember it doing that. Like, I vividly remember the shield. You lose the shield and you have like a split-second opportunity to actually get back before you die, and 9 times out of 10 you just die instantly after you lose the shield, so maybe it has invincibility frames? I don't know. Taito! Again, yeah, the mini-boss here comes way sooner than expected. You know, different sequences for different zones, or maybe just, you know, the mini-boss just came into work early, you know, wanted to do his shit and go home. You know, I'm gonna have to assume it's the latter. But this cave level right here, I should say Zone L in general, is a bit on the difficult side, I will admit. You got these enemies that come in from the right side of the screen that will shoot lasers at you, and they are a shield draining motherfucker. Yeah, be careful about those guys because they will pretty much kill you quickly, very quickly. You also got your standard popcorn enemies that die in one hit. It's very wise to shoot the enemies before they actually get a chance to pop up on screen. And seeing as the scenery change, and oh wait, an actual unique level. And it's pretty gray and miserable looking. Now, they do actually reuse this zone gimmick and level background for Zone N, which is 2 levels down from basically the 4th Earth zone. It's another one of these stages, but it's really the only time where we see a ruined cityscape like this. And also for Zone N and Zone L, the stage we're playing right now, the boss is a battleship. The end stage boss is a freaking battleship. No, I am not making that up. Well, I am stretching it a bit, but it's still a battleship, and therefore it's awesome. The battleship Yamato starts off shooting its laser. Wait, they're not even lasers, are they? Starts off shooting its gun turrets at you, and you just have to clear out the left side. You just shoot your lasers down the left side, and once that side is clear, you just go down and shoot your main artillery at the right side. It's pretty simple, but it is hard to dodge some of those bullets, though. And giant ass hermit crab. Okay then. He's pretty simple actually. He shoots out these 3 enemies that go down really quickly, 1 shot. And also he shoots out these missiles, which again go down in 1 shot. Once the shell comes off, he'll shoot these 5 projectiles that are really quick. They zoom across the screen, but you can also manipulate where they go. And so dodging them is not too bad, but again, you have to be on the money when you're dodging them, otherwise you'll take a hit and probably die. The boss does become a bit quicker on the movement speed, so you gotta be careful not to hang around at the bottom too often. He will zoom across the screen and probably crush you if you're just not paying attention. Lame zone is clear. No, I'm kidding. I actually kind of like L zone and N zone, which we will see in a couple minutes. Alright, here I take over as Tiat, or Tiat, or Tiat. I don't know how to pronounce her name, I'm sorry. And I also fast forward through the remaining bosses in this video because they're the same bosses we fought before in this video. This ice level right here is pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. The turtle boss will try to make an early appearance like he did in Zone L, and also, believe it or not, Mars will reuse this asset for later. Oh wait, before I move on to that, the golden shield. You can take more hits, and it's unbelievably broken. Like, you can take 10 to 12 shots with the golden shield and still be fine. That is if you're not running into shit too much. But as I was saying before, Mars reuses this exact same background for one of its ice levels, as well as reusing Venus's lava level. God damn, I just destroyed that turtle really quickly. What are you doing, Tiet? Or Tiet? Oh, that's another thing I just noticed about the character names. Tiet and Proco, spelled backwards, is Taito Corporations, the company that made the series. Either I just enlighten everybody in internet land right now, or people already know that Tiet and Proco are just anagrams of Taito. I don't know. I just found this out a couple of days ago, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. I might as well say it in the video. Down we go! Man, I'm getting tired of these cave levels. Or is this a corridor level? No, it's a cave level. Or at least it's not a corridor level. Those can go to hell. But at least this cave section is short. You just have to worry about turrets and guys coming in from behind you. And yeah, it's pretty fun. Not really. I'm already fully powered up and I'm on the third to last level of the game. Yeah, Tiet levels up pretty quickly. She is definitely the superior character compared to Proco. Like, why would you play as Proco if you have Tiet, right? Alright, so we already seen Ledane before, so we're just gonna fast forward through this part. He just kind of shoots at you with the arms, and he'll try to tempt you, and he misses. He'll shoot these spikes, he'll miss with that, and then he'll try to hit you with the shells, he'll miss with that, and the orbs, miss with that. And once he explodes, he'll just try to whip you with his actual body, he'll miss with that, and you just keep shooting him, and he'll eventually dies, just like that. Man, that's a mouthful. Zone is over. Sure, I hope so. Alright, so next up is Zone N, which is kind of a rehash of Zone L, but... Or is it the same, or is it really different? Like, I want to see what Zone N brings to the table, except for that cool background from Zone L. Oh, it's a corridor level with the closing doors. Oh, you can't have your way all the time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I am over-exaggerating a bit on the corridor levels and the Genesis version. The arcade version of the corridor levels just suck because your ship is so slow, and basically anything you touch, you just explode instantly, and you gotta start back at base level, and it's hard to recover after that point in the arcade version, so you might as well just give up and... yeah, don't play the arcade version. Well, okay, that's not fair because the arcade version is still good, it's just freaking impossibly difficult when you die. Arcade games are made difficult on purpose just to siphon quarters out of the players. I'm really not surprised that arcades don't exist anymore, at least not in America. In Japan, on the other hand... And yeah, I know there are a couple of arcade places around, but now that we have consoles and we can actually buy arcade machines and put them into our homes, there's really no point in going out to public in order to play video games. Like, what are you doing if you're still doing that? Oh, hey, it's the Taito again. Hey, it's nice meeting you again. Let me just shoot you in the face a couple of times until you die. No hard feelings, yeah? Okay, it was good meeting you. See you next time. That boss is easy. I find it strange that closer to the end of the game, they start to put in more effort into including different bosses, except for not the mini bosses. Like, we've seen that turtle 4 times already. And, like, I don't know, you could have put in a crawfish or a lobster, you know, just something other than a turtle 4 times. But then again, these zones and levels aren't supposed to be in one playthrough. You're supposed to play the game multiple times in order to get the full picture, so I'm just using fancy editing tricks. I'm a wizard in editing. Well, not really. I just kind of get by. I'm not going to expose my tricks. Yet. Not yet, anyway. Alright, Yamato, same deal as before. He starts out as a ship, you destroy the turrets. Once the turrets are destroyed, he reveals his secret identity. Well, not really secret, he just reveals himself. You destroy the shell on his back. Once that's destroyed, he starts to become erratic, and he'll try to shoot you. And crush you. You just shoot at him, and there you go. Easy sauce. Alright, so the final zone of this video, Zone Q, I believe it's a cave level and then it turns into an ocean level. Yeah, that's right, you can actually go into the ocean. Under the sea. No, I'm kidding, I won't torture your eardrums. Just yet. Just wait for my Last of Us 2 playthrough. I'm probably going to be singing a lot there. And this zone already starts out with tentacle things on the walls. Wow, not subtle at all, Taito. Not subtle at all. This stage is not too bad, but you got those bubble shooter clam things from the moon. They make a return here. But other than that, it's just kind of, it's another moon cave level. It's not that big a deal. At least I have this simultaneously peaceful and kick-ass theme going with the stage. And oh, you got these enemies that are kind of annoying. They just shoot really sporadically at you. Damn, I just lost my shield really quickly. I got it back. This game is kind of generous. And by kind of generous, I mean you have to play good in order for the game to reward you. If you're playing badly or you're just having an off day, you'll probably not make it to Venus. That's the law of the jungle, or the ocean in this case. And yeah, this game is no joke. It's hard. But as for the Earth stages, they are difficult and you'll probably die on the first couple of runs, but after a few practice runs, you should be able to get the hang of it relatively quickly. And the next stage coming up is extremely harder. Yeah, Mars is kitchen sink territory. It's like the game is telling you, oh, you made this far? Well, welcome to die. And fair enough, I mean, Mars is the second to last level in the game. It's supposed to get naturally harder from there. At least it's not getting as hard, or it's not getting harder as soon as the second level like in the arcade version. And I can't believe I have not been commenting on the Atlantean ruins here. Yeah, this stage has Atlantean ruins. And oddly enough, Mars reuses the same trope too. It has the ice cap levels of Earth, and it also has the Atlantis ruins. I think they're trying to tell us that Mars secretly had life on the planet the whole time. No, I don't believe that. Those plus sign shaped mine things cannot be shot down, so you have to fly around them. And they float straight ahead, so flying around them is pretty easy for the most part, unless you're not paying attention. In which case, why you're not paying attention while playing is shoot 'em up. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Not paying attention to a shoot 'em up. Hey, I guess some people can do it. Alright. Now I gotta look up the easiest shoot 'em up ever and try to beat it without looking at the screen once. It cannot be done. Even for the easiest shoot 'em up ever, you probably will die at something. It's like playing Tetris blindfolded. I mean, why would you do that to yourself? You have to pay attention to the screen in order to not fail. It's kind of like the shoot 'em up, where you have to pay attention to the screen and not, die to a random bullet. Anyway, that was part 4 of Sagaia, where I just went on that totally useless rant. I'll see you for part 5 for more random rants.